Okay guys, welcome to Little John's Yarns. Thank you for joining me here today. Today we're going to do another crochet related wish haul review. I'm Little John Yarns. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. Number 1. Before we get started, if you like the t-shirt I got on, I have a lot of these in my crochet t-shirt shop. Make sure you check that out. I'll leave all the information down in the description box below. So let's get into what you're here for. So let's look at our first item. It is called the Icelandic wool sweater, chunky wool yarn, super bulky or knitting wool roving knitted blanket yarn. 50 grams, about 71 yards, or 250 grams, about 45 yards, you can choose. All right, that's the title. When you look at this picture, you think, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get a huge amount of yarn and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna make this big knitted blanket. So I ordered the one that was a 1/10 of a pound. I'm not exactly sure how much that is, but I was looking at the picture. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this. I'm going to have this wonderful amount of yarn. So let me pick this up. This is a lot of yarn. Hold on, give me a second. Let me show it to you. Oh! Does this even look like the picture? This woman is holding this yarn like it's the biggest amount of yarn that she's ever seen. But it looks nothing like the picture. It's pretty thin. Let's pull this apart. Does it tell you exactly what it's made of? No, the writing's in Chinese, so I'm not exactly sure what it's made out of. Let's look at this strand. This would not make a chunky blanket at all. Look at this. It's beautiful spun yarn, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. Let's see what it looks like crocheted up. All right, I found myself a K-hook. Let's see how well this works up. I probably need to make a bigger swatch. Does it separate when you crochet? What does it do? Okay, it catches on the hook pretty well. It doesn't separate when you crochet with it. It's very cute. This would make a nice hat, but you're not going to end up making a blanket with this thing at all. Let me see if I can get into the second row. Okay, I'm starting to notice a little bit of splitting. But of course, this is spun yarn. It's going to split. Okay, let's see what we got so far. It's a pretty texture. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to zoom in on the camera. But it's definitely not what I expected. All right. Oops. Pulled apart. Okay, so it's spun wool. So, of course, it's going to separate much easier than, what's it called? When you have regular yarn. Let me pull some out. Oh, I'm in my stash. When you have regular yarn, it's 3-ply, 12-ply. When it's spun, it's like twisted amongst itself. I'll probably insert a better picture so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because when it's like that, when you pull it, it won't separate like roving yarn. That's the word I'm looking up. Not spun yarn, roving yarn. Roving yarn tends to pull apart like that. It's beautiful. It's not like the picture. If you want to know my review for this, out of 5 balls of yarn, for not being at all like the description, for being so small, I would give this 2 balls of yarn. Number 2. Okay, the very next item we're going to look at is called the 3-Style Storage Tool Knitting Needle Bag Knitting Wool Storage Bag Household Handheld Fabric Weave Needle Organizer Knitter. Okay, another mouthful. This one only cost $6 plus shipping. What I was looking for is something so I can crochet on the go when I'm taking my kid to the bus stop. I'm going to have yarn on my hand and crocheting and walking as I go. When I'm going to a friend's house, yes, I take yarn everywhere I go. But I just don't want to jam it in my purse and jam it into a grocery bag. So I wanted something better to carry it in, something more spectacular. So I bought this. So let's take a look at it. Is it like the picture? All right, it's cute. It's a little smaller than what I thought it was compared to the picture, but cute. So let's test this little thing out. So it comes with a zipper up front. I'm guessing you can jam your crochet supplies in there. Let's give this a jam. I got my box of crochet hooks. All right, they fit crochet hooks fine. Let's get some yarn inside. All right, this is just a Red Heart Super Saver skein of yarn. All right, this one is a little big. Let's get rid of that one. Try a smaller skein of yarn. All right, this one should fit. Perfect. And what you're supposed to do, where is the end of my yarn? You're supposed to thread it through this little part right here so you can crochet and go. Let's thread this through so see if we can actually crochet and go. All right. So I'm going to give you a better angle with this so you can watch me crochet and go and see if it actually works. Okay, guys, I'm crocheting on the go. Excuse me as I walk around, okay? This is actually not bad. I was hoping I could pull it all the way up on my arm like this, but just on your forearm is fine. Gosh darn it, I think I like this thing. This is super cute. All right, let me sit down and get a better angle and talk to you about this. Okay, guys, I definitely didn't have high hopes for this thing because it's just a little bag. You can put any bag on your arm, but I like it. I actually like it. I can take this anywhere. I have a huge purse, so I can also jam my yarn bag into my huge, gigantic purse at the same time and just pull it out. Or I can put my wallet in here because all my big purse is to hold my tiny wallet. I can put my tiny wallet in here with my needles and my project and crochet on the go. So if you want the yarn review on this one, I would give this actually 5 skeins of yarn. Definitely recommend it. All right, let's move on to the very next item. Number 3. Okay, next we're going to look at another crochet hook. It's called the Weave Tool Kit USB LED Light 11-in-1 Knitted Crochet Kit DIY Weaving Sweater Sewing Accessories. All right, when I looked at this one, I was thinking, man, I'm going to be crocheting into the future. I'm going to be working with black yarn. I'm going to be able to see all my stitches. You know what? I'm going to crochet in the dark. Actually, I don't recommend you crocheting in the dark because it's not good in your eyes. It's not good for you. But regardless, I bought this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be plugging it in and charging it. I'm excited to get this. I waited forever. And I looked at the kit. It came in the mail. This is what I got. I got one singular crochet hook that came with a battery. This is actually not it. But the one I got is exactly like this, but pink, like the picture, but not the picture itself. I lost that somewhere. It was useless anyhow, but it's the same exact make as this. They sent me one crochet hook. Come on, Wish. Where's my gadgets? Where's my plug? Where's my cool little kit with all these little gadget do's? And I didn't get it. So, of course, lucky me, I contacted Wish. I got refunded because this is not what I paid for, but they let me keep the crochet hook. So we're going to give this crochet hook a try out in the dark to see how well it works. So I'm going to stop here and go into a dark room and let you guys see how this thing works. Ooh, it's a floating crochet hook. All right, this thing is pretty cool. Check this out. I know you're not supposed to crochet in the dark, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like while it is in the dark. Okay, we got to see this little thing work in the dark, and it's pretty cool, but it is not what I ordered. And another thing I don't like about this crochet hook, this is my own personal preference. This has a round, kind of a blunt head to it. I prefer a Susan Bates hook that has a sharper head. I believe it's called Inline. If I'm wrong, correct me down in the comment box below. But these are my favorite. So let's give this a review. I will give this absolutely 0 skeins of yarn. Number 4. Next, we're going to look at the Creative Hand-Operated Embellished Knitting Machine Spool Knitter Embellished I-Cord Maker. All right. I don't know if you know what I-Cord Maker is, but you can get them at your big box yarn stores or your craft stores. All it is, it creates this cute little I-Cord. All right, this is not the one I bought from Wish. This is the one that I bought like from Joann Fabrics years ago. I lost the handle, but this is what it looks like. And here is the one that I bought from Wish. It is almost exactly identical and way cheaper than what I bought at Joann's years ago. All right, let me show you how this bad boy works. I do not recommend using a worsted weight yarn. Try to keep it with DK and thinner on this machine because it will get caught. Let's see how this bad boy works. It's a little catchy. Okay, it's doing good. I'm missing loops. There we go. I've never been great with these. All sugar biscuit bananas. The hooks are not opening up when they're supposed to, when they go up top. Ew. All right, I'm going to pause this and try again. Okay, I've been working with this thing for like the past 10 minutes. And I'm slowly getting the hang of it. You have to start with all your hooks open to begin with. And the first couple rounds are kind of tricky. But once it gets going, it's pretty good. All right. I'm cranking. I'm working it. All right. So I think I'm ready to give a review on this. Let me show you what some of the knit I cords look like that comes from it. Oh no, I'm unraveling. Stop. All right. It was a lot bigger 2 seconds ago. I didn't bind off correctly. I just pulled it directly off the machine. But this is what it looks like. It looks like a normal I-cord. All right, so let's get the review on this bad boy. Since it was a little bit clunky to start with and the gears kind of stuck when you turn the wheel, I will give this a total of 3 skeins of yarn. Number 5. Okay, next we're going to look at the Multifunction Ruler DIY Plastic Sewing Square Curve Ruler Tailor Drawing Craft Tool Supply. All this is a L-shaped ruler. It came pretty bent up in these bags, pretty curved, but it was super cheap. I couldn't not get it. So what I was using this for myself, I thought this would be a great gauge ruler. So when you're trying to check the gauge on any of your projects, you can just lay this down and be able to count your stitches because it's see-through. I'm going to try to insert a picture of me using it, checking gauge as I go. Just place it down on your project. You count the stitches up, you count the stitches over, and bam, you have your gauge. So if you want to have the quick review on this one, out of 5 skeins of yarn, minus it coming pretty bent up, so I would give this 4 skeins of yarn, only take away 1 skein because it's a little limp. Number 6. Last but not least, we're going to look over the last product. This is called the Mini Electric Iron Portable Travel Crafting Craft Clothes Sewing Supplies. All right, the reason why I bought this, if anybody knows me as a crocheter, yes, I crochet a lot, but I can be a little bit lazy. I am a firm believer in steam blocking and fabric killing to get the size that I want. What killing a fabric is, let's say I take this square, this is made of acrylic, and I want it to be bigger. So I'm just going to kill the fabric. To do that, I place a washcloth over top, wet it, and place an iron on top of it and kill the fabric. And I'm able to stretch it at least 2 to 3 inches bigger. But just like you know, when you kill the fabric, you cannot get it back when you wash it. All right, so let's look at this iron. Okay, I'm going to be careful because I have it plugged in and it's hot. This thing is much, much tinier than what I thought it would be. Let me look at their picture online. Okay, I can see the lady holding it with her hand, and yeah, it's pretty tiny. It is extremely cute, and it's tiny. The downfall, there's no control on how high the temperature gets, so that could be a little downfall because you want an even temperature across your yarn because you don't want one side stretched more than the other. So let me give you an example on how I'm going to use this to kill the fabric. Okay, now we're going to kill our fabric, but before we do, I want to get a baseline of how big this swatch is right here. It's 4.5 by 4.5. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to spray the front and back, and I also like to spray the towel and just iron on top. The towel is to protect the fabric. Okay, let's check it out. We'll give it a stretch, flip it over, give it another spray. Stretch it this way, that way. All right, let's see how much it has stretched. We have, whoops, it's upside down. We got 5 inches. Still by 4.5. Let's see what happens when we put it directly on the fabric. because it doesn't seem to get extremely hot. Actually, let me just kill 1/2 of it so you can see exactly what's going on. We're just going to do the top part. That'll be cool. Look, we're like yarn scientists over here. All right. And I killed just the top part of the fabric. Look how much that's stretched compared to the blue part at the bottom. When you kill the fabric, remember there is no going back. So, ooh, awesome. How far did that stretch? I can't see. I'm going to have to move the camera. We have 6 inches. We took it from 4.5 to 6 inches with this little thing. So let me give you a better view and talk to you about this little tool. Okay, you guys want the review on this little handheld iron. Excuse the way I'm holding it. It's hot. I just unplugged it. I want to burn my finger. This thing is pretty handy. I wouldn't suggest using this to kill a fabric on a big, huge item like a sweater because you're not guaranteed to get an even kill. But if you're using this for on the brim of a hat because your hat is too small and you take this across the brim, you can stretch that out maybe 1/2 inch so it fits on your head. Or maybe you have a baby hat and your baby's getting too big. They don't fit the 0 to 3 months anymore. You want to bring it up one more size and get a little bit more use out of that hat. Boop, 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 boop. You stretch this to a 3 to 6 months. So I would definitely recommend this. This is pretty cute. It was super cheap. So out of 5 skeins of yarn, I will give this little bad boy 4 skeins. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this Wish haul review, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I got more Wish items coming in the mail. I'm just waiting for them to show up on my doorstep. So stay tuned for that. Okay, guys, I'll see you all on the very next video. See you later.